We're recording. All right. So let me share, because we have a bunch of really exciting things going on. All right. Lorraine, I see your face. Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see that? Can you see my screen? All I see is Lorraine and Amy. If one of y'all can tell me. Okay, cool. All right. I'm not sure how to make it go any bigger, but we'll just use this one for now. So we are going to get back on the schedule of doing team calls. We started it. Summer came in the way, and I dropped the ball. Like, mashed it and stepped on it a couple times. It was just so hectic that it just didn't happen. So I apologize, but we're going to get back in that. We're going to be doing them again on Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock. I think this is a pretty good time for everybody to get on. I really want to do them in the day sometimes, but we'll just kind of see how that goes. So there's a couple exciting things. First, if you have not seen and you are a new coach, we have a very new Coach Basics 2.0 training that's going to be coming out. I was in the test group for this, and like I just suck. I didn't participate. It was just so much going on and so much to keep up with, and so many suggestions and great ideas, and I was just a little overwhelmed at the time. But it has now calmed down, and I'm so excited. I've gone through this, and it's just some really great material. It keeps it short. The original Coach Basics training was 60 days. This kind of reverts it back to kind of a couple weeks, and then there's another Emerald group that you can join in at the end if you meet the qualifications to join in. So this really kind of gives you guys the opportunity to take control and really, you know, it'll separate those that really want to do this for the business and work to get the additional training, and kind of pushes you because you got to complete the first phase to get into the second. So it's a really cool thing. And Beachbody is giving away $50 in prizes every single day if you participate in one. So I want everybody to join, truly just everybody, to get a refresher. I mean, like sometimes you have to go back to the basics, you know, and that's the same with our fitness and with our business, is that you just kind of have to go back to what's simple and what's easy and what you know works. And at times it's good to do this, especially as a leader, to refresh yourself, to remember kind of those things that you were struggling with when you started off, because that is how you train. Now, if you have coaches, I don't know what just happened. If you have coaches, I encourage you to run your own training groups. And I know it's scary, and I know you might think, well, I don't have, you know, enough experience. I only have a couple that want to join, but that's kind of where you have to take that step of, do you really want to grow with this as far as leadership wise? Everything will be kind of given to you, but I just encourage you, if you really feel it, I want to encourage you to do so. I'll be there to help. Reach out to your Diamond, Upline, or your Star, and let them know if that's something you want to do. I think it would be a great opportunity, and I've had a couple reach out already that I'm really proud of and excited because it's already showing with what they've been doing so far. All right, so remember, we start that next week. I'll have that group up and ready for you guys to join in tomorrow. So promotions for this month. The PIO Challenge Pack is on sale. The 3-day refresh challenge pack is, and they're both $140. And of course, we still have the club membership. I mean, the Beachbody, you know what I'm saying, the club challenge pack for $140. And then the PIO Kickstart is $180. And I know there's a lot of you that are like, love PIO. So this is a really great one for you to kind of get with people.
I'm super tired.
You're super tired?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, Devin just got back from soccer practice. So it's just really something for you to remind people to get back with. That refresh, you know, people that had gone through summer and got off track, and they're just like, oh, I need to start over. This is a great opportunity for something.
Mommy, I want orange chips.
I'm talking.
I want orange chips.
Okay, go ask Daddy. He'll get you some, okay? You just want to say hi? You can say hi. Okay, hi. All right, go ahead. what was I saying? Yeah, so if they fell off track, this is a really good way to kind of get them back on track, get them back on their shakes, get them back going on a program if they already had one or a new one to come. And then we always have just the regular, I mean, like, I love 21 Day Fix, so even if it's not on sale, I talk about that in the other ones. So here's the cool thing. So this month, if you hit Success Club 5, you are going to get a P90X base kit, a P90X 2 kit, and the P90X Plus series, which are like the advanced ones. But that's like $300 worth of programs if you hit Success Club 5. So all I know is it's free, and I like free stuff, and I want free. So I'm going to...
Daddy was not giving it.
I'm sorry. Okay, tell Daddy Mommy's in here. Okay, so sorry, y'all. Real life. Yeah, so you'll get that free, all those kits if you hit that. And I think that's probably been the biggest giveaway that they have done just for hitting Success Club. All right. Oh, and then for those that are going to leadership, these are all for 5-star and above diamond coaches. We get sent to have a training, and this year it's in San Diego, and it's really just to kind of get sneak peeks and extra trainings kind of to help be a better leader. But the top people who do challenge packs for that will get to go on a dinner yacht with Carl. And Donovan's not going, so I might as well try. I mean, it's either to eat dinner by myself or on a yacht with Carl. I'm just saying. You know. All right. So you probably are like, why do you talk about Success Club so much? And it gets annoying. And I know we need to do it. But I just want to make sure you guys really understand the importance of it. Because sometimes I don't think that it really is understood. Sorry. So I've been a coach for almost 3 years, and I looked earlier today, and I've hit Success Club 5 consecutively for 34 months and 10 for 31. The first few times I hit Success Club, I really didn't even know like kind of what it was, other than like I was starting to get into it, and Danielle just said, you need to do this. So I did. And then I found out it would pay for me to go on a trip. And so then I thought, well, I'm going to get 10 because it pays you even more. And so it's not just about the trip. So really, this is the benchmark for how your success, and that's how they rate you, and that's why they give you these little perks and freebies for hitting it, is to kind of to say, you've hit your mark, congratulations, here's a perk. You know, you're already going to be wanting to bring new people in, and this is a way for you to guide yourself on, you know, like what is the minimum that you need to do every month. But I don't want you to think about it as the minimum. Like that should be a standard, but it should not be your goal. Like oh my gosh, where is that echo coming from?
Trisha.
What? Oh. Okay, Trisha, somehow you're echoing in my house. Okay, it's really weird. Okay, so yeah, so that ensures that you bring new people in, because your goal is to help 3 new people every single month. And I just hear my kid crying in the back. I don't know where she's at. I'm sorry, I'm just like totally thrown off. All right, so what else? So the Success Club trip. So depending on how long you guys have been a coach or followed, you will have seen that a lot of us went on a trip to Cancun this year. Last year we got to go on a cruise, and this upcoming year we're going to go on a cruise as well. And so for every Success Club point that you earn, if you hit Success Club 5, you can earn $10 towards that trip. Now you still earn trip dollars if you don't. I think it's like 7 or 5 or something. So if your goal is to go on a trip, you want to hit Success Club 10 every month, because essentially by hitting Success Club, you will pay for your entire trip for you and a guest to go on a cruise or whatever it is. And Beachbody doesn't just give like these little, you know, rinky-dink trips. Like they go all out and they really take care of you. And they're really nice. And so I just know when I got started, I wanted to go because one of the prizes for being the first 500 people to sign up was you got a picture with Shantine. At that time, I had just lost all my weight. I was like so excited. I just started getting into coaching. And I was like, that's the only way we're going to get to take a vacation is if I earn it for free. And I was determined. And if you are a Success Club All-Star, meaning you have hit it consecutively every single month for 12 months, they actually give you spending cash for that trip. So if you are a Success Club 5 All-Star, you'd get 500, and 10, you'd get 1,000. And I'm like, put money in my pocket for free. I'm doing this anyway. So to me, that's just kind of like, why not? Now, doing Success Club is where your future coaches and your referrals are going to come from. So you're helping your customers get started on a program. And this is where you really will find a lot of your great coaches, because as you all know, once you fall in love with the products and you fall in love with the programs, you want to do it and you believe in it, and you're what they call the lifers. And so you want to sign up and you want to pay it forward and you want to help others. So by just helping those challengers and you're hitting Success Club, that's where you're going to get some of those great coaches that will want to also build and do the business as well. Hitting Success Club, you also get, so you got to hit Success, be an Emerald coach, and hit Success Club 5, and you get those customers that have gone to order off an infomercial or beachbody.com, and you get to be their coach. They still need help. Now, they may not have ordered anything. Okay. Rewind, hold on. So the ones that just sign up at teambeachbody.com that don't have a coach, they haven't bought anything, they just signed up because they want information, you get those for 5. Now for 10 is the one that had bought something, and you get the commission from them. And then anything that any of those customers have ordered at any point going forward, you get the commission off of that as well. And if you're still here like, I don't know how to qualify for it, I just want to encourage you, use the FAQs, Google it. Like, you have 2 coaches, the coach that signed you up and you have Google, and those will be your 2 most valuable resources. But I encourage you to try to figure it out first, because a lot of times it'll be so much faster if you just Google or go to the FAQ than it would be for you to look up your coach's number or try to email them. And then you feel good because you've figured it out. So while we're talking about Success Club, let's check out last month. So you guys did awesome. And it was a very tough month company-wide. It was the lowest points I had probably had in at least, over a year. But it's just that time of year. It's people going back to school. They're overcome from the summer. They went on family trips. Now they're trying to get ready for the kids. So just a big congratulations to you guys for working through that, for Team Cup. And big shout out to Carrie for hitting 26 points, Heather Harrison for 23, and Patty for getting 20. And so what I want to say real quickly about the 3 of them is Carrie has been a coach since 2013. She signed up, she did awesome, but timing wasn't right for her, and she kind of fell off, but she didn't quit. And so through that time, she consistently still would show up, and she would post, and she was still sharing her journey, the things that she did outside of Beachbody. She tried CrossFit, she tried other things. But one thing she did is she kept telling her story. So when she decided to come back into Beachbody, and she still continued to share her story, she just had an avenue for people to connect with her to get help as well. She's gonna blow, because that's the thing, guys. You have to show up, and that's the same with Patty. Heather is a new coach and just crazy excited. If you didn't see her video she made a couple weeks ago for y'all, definitely search the group and find that. But congratulations to Denise, Daryl, Cecilia, Tamra, Michelle, Aaron, Cecilia's husband, Miguel, so technically she had 20. Bridget, Jennifer, Lindsay, Julie, Susan, Tandy, and Gina. All of you guys had Success Club 10, and that's super awesome. And I'll read off these names because it's probably just fun to hear your name called out. So Celeste Marshall, Camille Hamilton, Mandy Keltz, Nicole Henderson, Lotta Loveridge, Dave Loveridge, Carrie Peeling, Megan Hager, Kelly Harvey, Joe Breyer, Michelle Greenfield, Allison Glickman, Daniela Danny. And Danny qualified for Success Starters. So she now has a free ticket to our annual coach summit. So that's another perk of Success Club. If you're a new coach, you hit it 3 months in a row, beginning in the first or second month that you sign up. and you get a call with Carl Deichler the first month, and then by the third you get the free ticket. So Lauren, Jamie, Leilani, Ann, Stephen, Valerie, Kiki, Tara, Melissa, Nicole, Christy, Michaela, Amy, girl, I know it is not that name in my mind, Katie, Sharon, Lisa, Jesse, Linda, Bill, Bellamy, Devin, Kevin, Shayla, Joanna, Amy, Kelly, Rhonda, Emily, Trisha, Mark, Shelley, Danielle, Samantha, Karen, Agnes, Jordan, Helena, and Rosanna. All right, so congratulations, you guys. Shout out to Heather for being the top recruiter. So, hey, I think she signed up 8 coaches this month, so congratulations to her. Like I said, she made a video on what she was doing to be successful. I feel like I'm talking a lot, and so this wasn't as fun as I thought. I don't see y'all's faces. It's just like my screen. All right, so here we go. I looked, and people already are like doing it this month. So here's a shout out to those on the second day of the month who already have Success Club points. So Leilani has 3, Camille, Allison, Valerie, Melissa, Holly, Rory, Jennifer, Nadina, Ashley, Gina, and Colleen. Oh, she has 1. I forgot to put in there. But here's the fun thing. So now that I've actually moved and I've unboxed my stuff, I have all these things that I need to get rid of. So that means we're going to do giveaways again. We used to do these all the time, and it was really fun. And then I got really sucky at sending them out because I would just forget. But now I have a helper, so they'll go out on time. And you will get some goodie stuff. So here's one, for example. It's PIO month. So I hope you can see this. So we got a PIO t-shirt. It says, flip it, and then on the back it's PIO. But I cannot tell you how much just stuff I buy stuff every time I see the stuff just because I want it, and I'm like, oh, if I don't use it, I'll give it away. So I have stuff. So for everyone that hits Success Club, we are going to do a drawing. I'm going to give some things away, and it'll be pretty cool. All right, so this has not been formally announced, so you cannot share this yet, but I just want to give a congratulations to Shayla. He was actually chosen to be part of the Dallas Market Council. And so this is really an honor because this isn't just something that they pick anybody for. You have to be chosen and approved through corporate to be part of this. And so Shayla is someone who was recognized throughout all of the leaders that are currently on the Market Council as someone who shows up to every event. I mean, like, she went through the ice. Whenever we had an ice storm to come meet Doug, like, she shows up with the baby. There's never an excuse why she's not there. And so they recognized her leadership and her commitment and invited her to be part of this. So yay for Shayla. It's a really big deal, and it's something to be proud of. And you get even a little badge to wear when you're at Summit because it's cool. So she will help to plan some of the Super Saturday events. And if you guys haven't connected with your area, each city or major city should have a market council. Some of them will be bigger than others. Dallas is just kind of serious because they call us like the Hollywood of Beachbody. That we have the highest concentrated amount of top elite coaches in our area, which is just another example why you can't say everybody does Beachbody, because there are more of the top 10, 15-star millionaires in the Dallas area than any other area nationwide, and I've really never ever even run into an issue with that. Okay, so I know y'all are like, oh my God, hurry up. So congrats, Jayla. So if you didn't know, we are going on a Diamond leadership trip, and this was initially extended out to all of the Diamond coaches, and then we had some that weren't able to go after all. We had some extra spaces open, so we extended this invitation out, and we had a couple that had to send in recommendation letters for their coaches. And so this is who will be representing the team at our leadership retreat, and it'll be lots of fun, and we're going to be doing this every year. So I really can't wait to see how much fun we're going to have. So you guys can read the names, but I'll go and call them. So Shayla, Sanisha, Tasha, Trisha, Tamara, Lottie, Michelle, Tandy, Lisa, Carrie, Julie, Camille, Amy, Nicole, Cecilia, Daryl, Joe, Aaron, Jennifer, Danny, Leilani, Christy, Denise, Jessica, and Michelle. And I'm really sad about all the rest of them that weren't able to come. You guys are going to miss out. All right. So here's where we get to the good stuff. So I want to talk to you guys about planning and really getting the month started off right. And so it's the beginning of the month. And so no matter what has happened at any point, right now, I want you to write down your goals. What is it you want to achieve? Look back at last month, and we all had that little piece of paper, and we held it up, and we were like, this is what I want my goals to be. That's what I want you to do this month again. But not just write it down. Like, you need to post this up and look at it. And I want you to really start to think about what you're doing now is going to be setting you up for where you are at the end of the year. And then it'll also set your business up for where it's going to be next year. So let's say you want to be an elite coach next year. What you do right now is so important, because that's going to lead you into being ready to start that year off next year. And if elite is something you want, you need to make sure you reach out to let us know so that we can make sure you have those initial steps to take and that you're set up to be prepared to do that. So write those goals down, whatever it is you want to achieve this month. And then think about it. What is it you want to do by the end of the year? Are you currently an Emerald coach and you say, well, I want to be at least a 1-star diamond? Write those things down. You have no idea the power of the mind and the visualization that you have. And when you look at this goal every single day and you believe in it, and you put it out there and you manifest it and you pray on it and you do all of these things, like, stuff works out. And so when you're working hard towards achieving it, I believe it'll happen. But not just for this year. I want you guys to stop and think about this too. Where do you want to be 5 years from now? This isn't just about today. This isn't just about the end of this year. What you do now is setting yourself up for 5 years later. When you graduate from high school and you want to go off to college, you intend to go to college to have something to set you up to be prepared 4 years later. So I want you to think about that. And as you go through your day and you are doing those little day-to-day things, ask yourself, is what I'm doing now helping me to achieve that goal? If it's not, you need to stop, like, remove it from your life. And I'm not saying don't enjoy the little things, but if you have really big goals, and let's say your goal is to pay off debt, or your goal is that in 5 years, I want to be debt-free, whatever these kind of things, if what you're doing every day is setting you up to be on that path, then you're not going to get there. Because again, it's one of those compound effects. The little insignificant things that you do every day, compounded through time, is what will make the biggest difference. So I want you to, like, really stop and think. And say, 5 years from now, this is it. So I wrote mine just to be an example. Okay.
Oh, what are these over here?
Hold on. All right, guys, make sure you mute your phones. I hear somebody and their little kiddos. Okay.
It's too loud.
Oh, no, I still hear somebody. I don't know how to turn it off on here. Okay. Okay, so here's mine, and don't laugh. I was just trying to think, because I really, like, had never thought about this. I am just always, like, hustle mode. I got to make it to tomorrow. Let me just make it through the month. And now I feel like I want to plan. And so 5 years from now, my son will be in college. My oldest daughter will be graduated, and she wants to do nursing. And my goal is to have her graduated from college without having any type of student loan debt. She's actually a coach, and I want to make sure that she graduates being a 6-figure earner, so that way she can just enjoy life with what she's doing with a career, but having this security set up for her. Devin is going to be in elementary school, and my goal is that while she is there, I can be like the volunteer mom and like the PTA mom. And I know that's so silly, but for those of you that don't know, like, I've worked multiple jobs since my kids were little, and I never went to a single, like, school party. It makes me cry. So I want to do that. Like, I want to be the PTA mom that, like, everybody knows and helps out because I can. And so, oh my God, why am I crying? That's so silly. But, like, that's how much just little things mean to me. So I don't like to clean. I don't like to do laundry. I mean, I'll clean, but I want to have a full-time housekeeper that will just come in and, like, tidy up the house and make sure that, the laundry's done and the dishes are done, because obviously all my kids will be gone, and I'm not going to put all that burden on Devin as much as my husband probably thinks kids should do all the chores. But I want to have a second home so we can take family vacations. I think it's really amazing to have bonding time. So I want to have somewhere to take everybody away to, because, you know, I never really got to do that too much with my kids, and I think it's special. So my other goal is to have my parents retired from their jobs and not stressing about life. So think about yours. What is yours? Like when you write this out, like if you start crying like I did, then obviously, and if your day-to-day actions, you know, are just like hanging out watching TV, or you just want to go to the mall, or you know, whatever it is, like do those things for you, but do those as like, you know, a relaxation time, a you time, but don't let that take up all your time. Do the things that will get you towards your goals, that will help you to be the person that you want to become. And so that's a homework that I want you guys to take away tonight, that I'm going to ask you to post, is to say, where are you going to be in 5 years? And I really want you to kind of think about that. And it's not just you, but it's like, where do you want your business to be? Where, you know, where do you want our team to be by the end of the year? Where do you want it to be in 5 years? Like all of those things, I really just want you to think about. So as far as promoting and working for the month, if you are struggling with just like, I'm not sure what to do, I really want to encourage you to just do something as simple as a clean eating group. We do have in the file section, like I know that we have a whole like clean eating, it's like a 1 week group made up that you can use. And if you really want to do one, message me, because honestly, I would just Google and search for clean eating group, and there's like tons of stuff out there. And I'm pretty positive I even have a script that was written up for it in the file section too. But if not, like we've done enough of them that we as a team can create one if we don't, because I'm pretty positive we do. But put it out there. If you're a new coach and like I said, you're not ready to tell people, you know, sign up as a coach, or you're still feeling a little uncomfortable or uneasy, that's a great way to kind of just, you know, get people in, get them to trust you, you know, test out the waters. But just say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Anybody want to join me on this? And you can't just put it out there to say, join me. You guys have to be showing up every day and posting about what you're doing. This is my workout. This is my nutrition. I really want to order a pizza and not eat my chicken in the fridge tonight. You know, whatever, just like you have to show up and share your journey and your struggles and everything daily. And if you're ready, join our new team training. I'm so excited. I got signed on this Beachbody team, and I'm excited that I'm able to help others, you know, change their life. And we're doing this new team training, and I would, you know, I get to invite 2 people to join me. I mean, really, you could bring in whoever you wanted, but, you know, just put something out there. And if you guys have been coaches a while and you are ready to do this, then talk and act like you are a business owner and own it. Like if you ran a business that was in a strip mall, or you are one of those curling iron annoying people in the middle of the mall, you are going to own your curling iron, and you are going to walk up and try to get everybody to test it out, because you have to love it that much. And that's what you need to do, is talk about the coaching side. Why do you love this? Why are you doing it? Why is it so awesome? Like I did a Periscope the other day. I mean, it was so stupid, but it was like my top 5 reasons you should drink Shakeology. And it's just my personal reasons why I loved it. But it's the same thing. Why do you love what you're doing? And if you don't love it, I mean, like, you don't have to be doing this, but if you love it, why? Share that, talk about it. Like, you could do a sneak peek on your own personal page without saying a sneak peek group, but give little insider tips as to what it is about the coaching opportunity that is so amazing to you. And then that way, people will want to know more about it. When you're excited about something, the excitement is contagious and people want to know. So, all right. So like I was talking about with the whole business, you know, being a slow month, every company will have a seasons of ups and downs, when they're really busy, when they're not really busy. And Beachbody is the same way. And so now I said, like, this is coming my 3rd year. This is around the time when I really started last year. So the beginning of the year is, really busy. It's everybody getting on their New Year's resolutions, spring breaks, summer, and then it'll kind of start to die down. School is coming back. And then it's the fall time. People are starting to get, wanting to get ready, Halloween, Christmas parties, but it's slower. And especially, during the holidays because people are planning. So right now is important. This month, you showing up every day will be so important for you now and through the rest of the year. And if you have not really worked, you need to step it up and push harder, because what will happen is this is where you start to begin to get the followers, the people that are going to be watching your journey. They're not ready. They don't have the money. They don't have the time. The holidays are come. January comes and they're like, I need some help. And Tasha's been showing up every day since September. And I know she's, I can go to her for help and I'm going to be ready. You might have some really slow and tough months, and you're going to have to go out of your way, find new people, get new relationships, work on that connection in that area. And so that way when the months come and the business starts to pick back up, they're all going to jump and want to be part of it because you have been pushing and being in there through all of that, the slow seasons. And this is what will set you up for the next year. So I really want to say, if you at any time are what do I do? Right now you show up, and you just show up every single day consistently. And we all get in ruts. And so I'm not saying I want you to put in extra time, but I want you to really focus on working smarter and just not harder. It's really about finding some focused time that you can put in every day to really build this. And doing all of this, you know what I'm saying, remove those things from your life. I'm not saying take away the things that are you, that make you, because that's really important. And I don't want you guys to be in hustle mode for so long and then get burned out, because it happens. And I have days where I'm just so don't even want to get on Facebook. But I do, because it's my responsibility and because I've made a commitment. But it's really important to find those times that you can step away and be you without worrying about anything else. So if your thing is knitting, go do your thing. I honestly, and it's so silly, just walking around Target for an hour with no kids by myself, I walk up every aisle, and I really have no intentions of buying anything. And sometimes I really don't, but it's just calming to me for some reason. And I don't know why, but I think it's just because I had done it so many times with my mom growing up that I love it. I don't know. I like do-it-yourself projects. Maybe go, do you have an interest? Do something that's genuinely just for you, that really you don't have to have a Beachbody, reason for it. So if you want to take dancing classes, because I would absolutely love to go take salsa lessons to learn how to dance like that. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And I would do it with no intentions on really meeting people for Beachbody. But what happens is you do it because you love it and you enjoy it. And then those people become your friends, and then their friends obviously want to be healthy too. And it's just kind of how it works out. So find something that's you time, that's not going to take up all your time, I guess, if you know what I'm saying. All right. And then the last thing, I've talked about this a couple times, but you guys really need to go get this book called The Miracle Morning. I've gone through a lot of books, but this one has changed so much for me. So I've never been a morning person, but this one is really about learning positive affirmations and talking to yourself. And the last thing that you think about at night is going to be the first thing that comes to your mind in the morning. So if you are laying in bed and you're I'm so tired, I'm not going to be able to get up tomorrow, chances are you're not going to be able to get up. But when you talk yourself into it, you're going to be excited to start your day, excited to be productive, excited to get your workout in, you're going to be well rested, you're going to have a great day. You wake up and honest to God, that's how I felt. And it's kind of like being on a vacation. You could pack all night long and you get an hour and a half of sleep, but somehow you're up before the alarm and you're excited and you're ready to go. Well, that's how I feel with this. And I've never been a morning person. And it's so much more than just waking up. But you find that the most successful people are the ones that wake up early and they get their most productive work done first thing in the morning and they get it out of the way. And I have honestly, like I let myself go for a while because I would wake up and I'd be like, oh, I got to check in my groups. I got to check on the coaches. I got to get the kids up to school. Oh my gosh, it's lunchtime. And I was missing like me. I was forgetting to take care of me. And so I have really enjoyed waking up, getting my workout in, doing my personal development. I don't have to talk to anybody. I mean, like I love talking to you guys, but like my phone isn't going off. The kids aren't jumping all over me. And, my days have been more productive. My work has been better. And I've seen my business start to come back to where I felt really good about it again. I've just kind of been stressed out because it's been so much going on personal and business wise. So my challenge to you is to get this book. And if you don't like reading, that's fine. Get it on audio because I honestly prefer personal development books on audio. I listen better than I read. And, you can play it while you're brushing your teeth, as you're making your coffee, whatever. And the next thing you know, it's been 20 minutes and you're sucked in and you want to listen to it on the rest of the way, like if you're driving to work. But it has a challenge that comes with it. It gives you guides. It has these little, you go online and you can download these little affirmations. And sometimes you just need that encouragement and you just need to learn how to retrain your mind to find the positive and to think your day. So I really want you guys to do that and test all of that out. All right, so stopping to share my screen. So I know that was like a whole lot of information at once, but that's pretty much all that I had. So again, the homework for I want you guys to make sure you come back is to think about yourself 5 years from now. What are you going to be? Tell me your life 5 years, and just post it on our little team chat, our team picture of the call whenever you're ready to do that. But it's only 8:40, and so we have time if you guys want to have any questions or anybody just wants to recognize anything, feel free to unmute yourself. You should be able to do so and talk about it. Anyone?
Oh. This is Mary. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I have been getting up early in the morning and trying to give myself a power hour. Mm-hmm. But I'm just curious what you do in your power hour, because I feel like I'm going 20 directions. I'm like, oh, I should do this. I should do that. I'm going to go back to this training. I'm going to, email these people. And I feel like that's one of the parts I'm really lacking is like a really focused direction.
So you need to you need to work off a checklist, and that you can't go to the next task kind of thing until you have a checklist. And so I know that I have some things written up that I'll post specific for like, this is what you can do in your power hour. Not everybody's is going to be different. I do this full time, so obviously like mine might be different than someone else's. But what I do when I get up first thing, and actually I'll give you all the example of what I used to do when I worked full time. Now I have like really bad ADD and I'll be like all over the place, but this is what I've pretty much done almost every day. So whether I was at work and I would go to work, or whether I'm at home, like when I log in, the first thing I do is I go to our coach group and I just kind of scroll through to see if there's anything urgent that needs to be addressed. And then I go through the challenge groups. I go to the coach trainings, I go to the challenge groups, I check my messages. And if I ever scroll on the news feed, I'm done. I get sucked in every time. Don't. There's actually an if you use Google Chrome, there's a app that you can use called Kill Page. I think it's called Kill Page, and it'll wipe off your news feed, like the scrolling thing, and you can turn it back on. But it just helps you to stay focused. So you need to say, I need to check in with my challenge groups and make a post. I need to check on my coaches, or I need to check my emails. I need to check my back office. And you guys, if you don't do that every single day, you need to start. Every single day, that's probably what I do before I get on Facebook. I log into my back office. I see what new coaches have signed up. I see if I have any new customers. I check my volume screen to see if I've had any new orders that maybe I just recognized, if I had any returns. I just kind of look at everything. I look at the sponsorship drill down screen. Like I do that multiple times a day. So if you aren't in the habit go back there and start just at least checking it out to see what's going on. Spend 5 minutes learning something new, a new screen, a new tab. There is so much back there, but there's so much useful information. I didn't have all of these awesome trainings. Like, Danielle did training, but she also kind of was going through, divorce and things. And it was just, I just wanted it so bad that I wasn't going to wait for someone else. And I just spent a lot of time figuring it out. And so as far as the power hour, because I totally got off your question, write these things down that you need to do every day. Like, I need to check in this group. I need to make sure I make a morning post. I need to make sure, because it really will just depend on the person and how your day's scheduled and planned. And when I did work full time, one thing that I did to work smarter was that I scheduled almost every single post. And I did that through my like page, because that was the only thing I really used. Like, I don't even think I posted on my personal page back then. And I do now, because Facebook has changed. And it's important to keep up with these things. And that's part of like why the podcast and social media examiner will help. But I had a schedule. So every morning was something motivational. And this is when I worked full time. I did this. Every morning was a motivational post, mid-morning. And because in my mind, it's smoke break, smoke break. People are taking breaks, going to get water. They're going to get their phones and look. So normally it was like around 10 o'clock. It would be normally a recipe. And what are the boys doing? I want to see. Like, squirrel. Y'all chatting over here. Oh, that's cute. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so 10 o'clock was always pretty much a recipe. I think during lunch, I would probably post like what I ate, or I would just talk about something random. In the afternoon, it was pretty much always just something silly, a question, something to get people more interactive, because where I worked, I was generally just, when we actually started working, was after lunch. And so more people are actually like really focused on getting their stuff done so they can get done with the day and it's not as busy. Then I would put a post for kind of the afternoon, because I either worked out as soon as I got home from work, or I would work out really late at night. And then I always had kind of like an evening post. And some of them were just pictures. Some of them were just images. Now, you don't have to post this, but in my mind, like, it's an internal alarm clock for every 2 hours. Like, I feel like something has to be put up. Try to make it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Oh, and I totally got off your question again. Okay, but yeah, so if you need to make a post, but that's just ways that you can like have your time on the weekend to say, okay, I'm going to schedule all of my morning posts or something like that.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm all off. So, but I'll post something that'll have specific suggestions of what is great to use to do that. But sorry, I just went off on a tangent.
It's okay. I have ADD, so I get it. That's my problem. All right. Well, thanks. That helps.
Yeah, and just having it too when like there's no kids, it's quiet, and you can just focus, makes it so much better. Does anybody else have questions?
Hey, Lori.
Hey.
Michelle. I just want to give a shout out. I don't know if she's on the call, Kelly Remillard. She is a newer coach, and she made an awesome video and posted it on all of our
I'm looking through all the names.
All of our challenge groups and things like that about food prep, and she is just like a rock star right now. So I just want to give her a shout out.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and you guys, any little thing that you do that you think nobody will really care about, it's really a big deal. Like, I couldn't even cook chicken, and so if somebody would have posted a video on how to like cook chicken, I would follow them because that was a big deal to me. So share all of these little things, the things that you're good at, share them. If you know how to pack a good kid's lunch, share that. Because I followed those people too. If you go to work, that's something that you can share every day. This is what I packed for lunch. This is how I stay on track. And then when you cook a bad lunch, you can still share that too. Hey, I didn't feel like it today. Nobody expects you to be perfect. And that's normally when you'll get the most comments, is when you say, I slipped up. So But that's awesome. So that she's doing that. Does anybody else have anything?
Hey Lori, it's Erin. I was just wondering, I talked to you about running a Coach Basics group, but looking over all the stuff, it seems like starting on the 7th is going to be like not possible. Are we allowed to start it on the 14th or?
You can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to mute myself so you can answer.
Yeah, you can start it whenever you want. There's no like set date. I just start our group, the new coach training, the first Monday of every month. So I'm gonna get everybody added in tomorrow, and there's supposed to be like a little pre thing you're supposed to do. I don't think you need a week to do it, so I'm not like doing it a week early. But yeah, it'll be fine. You can do it whenever you want. All right, anybody else? All right, well, my goal this month with it going to back to school, you know, we're doing this coach training, but last year we did it and everybody seemed to like it, is I'm going to try to post a tip of the day, just a little quick training of some sorts as a reminder and a refresher, or just, you know, like some little social media thing to make sure that we are learning and getting back on track and refocused for going forward. So, does anybody have anything else? It was fun seeing everybody's faces on here. Okay, so don't hang up. I'm going to take a picture. And if you're on my first page, you'll get to be on it. And make it bigger. Like this. Okay, is everybody going to say cheese? Here we go. Okay, that should have taken a print screen. So anyways, thank you guys for coming on and taking time out of your night. And did y'all, is this good stuff? I mean, I didn't waste your time or anything. Do you find it helpful? Okay, good. So I just want to make sure I don't, like, you know, just run noise up your mouth. All right, so hope you guys have a good night. It's Wednesday. That means you should be checking your back office. If you have coaches, making sure nobody's in the red. You've reached out to all of those little fires and put them out. We'll have some new rank advancements tomorrow, and it'll be good. So have a good night, everybody.